kids, it's Grammy. Some of you know me as Grammy, some might know me as Aunt Kristine, and some might know me as Kristine. So I wanted to share with you the book I wrote 2 years ago. And I also want to give credit to my beautiful friend Robin Marcus, who helped inspire the characters and taught me how to draw. Thank you, Robin. And this is a story that I created with Josephine and Fiona a few years ago before Dean was born, and Joshua and Tommy and Joey and Jacob, my other grandchildren. And then they all have beautiful cousins, Kale and Michaela, Macy, and Scotty, Claire and Cameron. And they also have Carson and Xander, Abigail, and Chet. So to all of you and to your friends and all the kids out there, I hope you have a little fun with story time here. So this is a story about the owl and the Looney, Whacky, crazy, and naughty ducks. Let's get started. Hi, it was a beautiful sunny day at Grammy's lake. Fiona and Josephine were so happy to sit in the dock with Grammy and splash their feet in the water. Next to Grammy was her favorite owl statue that guarded the dock to scare the ducks away. Grammy, will you tell us the owl and duck story? Fiona asked. Of course, Grammy said. One morning, the owl was sitting on the dock, looking at the lake. He had blueberry pancakes for breakfast and was feeling so happy when suddenly a duck swam up. Here we go. And the duck went, quack, quack. And the owl said, who are you? The duck said he was a Looney duck and asked if he could sit on the dock. The owl said it was okay, but there was no pooping on the dock. So the duck climbed up on the dock. Then guess what happened? He pooped on the dock. That's yes. Oh no, yucky, icky, the owl shouted, made funny faces and shook their heads in dismay. The owl was so upset that he told the duck to leave right now and never come back. That night the owl went to bed hoping he would never see that Looney duck again. The next morning, the owl got up and had his favorite crunchy cereal that made him smile. Afterwards, he went outside to sit on the dock. Then guess what happened? The duck came back? Yes, he did, but now there was 2 ducks. It was a Looney duck and a Whacky duck. And the ducks went quack, quack, and the owl went, who are you? The ducks asked if they could come and sit on the dock. The owl said yes, but there was no pooping on the dock. So the ducks hopped off onto the dock. Then guess what happened? They pooped on the dock. Oh no, yucky, icky. The owl groaned and moaned. Ish. The owl got so mad and yelled at those ducks to leave right now. The ducks hopped off the dock and swam away. That night the owl had happy dreams because he believed that the Looney and the Whacky duck would never come back. The owl warned them there's no pooping on the dock, so all 3 ducks waddled onto the dock. Then guess what happened? They pooped on the dock, Fiona and Josephine shouted. Oh no, yucky, icky. They kicked their feet in the lake, splashing water everywhere. This time the owl flapped his wings to scare the ducks and shooed them away. That night the owl went to bed and had bad dreams about the Looney, Whacky, and crazy ducks. The next morning the owl had waffles and blueberries for breakfast and felt all better. He went down to the dock and blinked his eyes. He couldn't believe it because now there were 4 ducks. And the ducks went quack, quack. And the owls went, who are you? And the ducks were a Looney duck, a wacky duck, a crazy duck, and a naughty duck. The owl said he would give them one more chance, but there was no pooping on the dock. So the 4 ducks scrambled up on the dock and they pooped. Yucky, icky. The owl giggled and rolled around on the dock, being silly. The owl got so mad that he jumped into the water. He flapped his wings and splashed water all over those ducks. Then the owl flew up in the air and chased those ducks far across the lake. He chased them so far that they never came back. Now the owl gets to sit here, look out on the lake, and be happy. I love that story, Grammy, Fiona said. Me too, Josephine agreed. Should we go swimming now, Grammy asked. Yes. They all stood up and stretched. Then they counted 1, 2, 3, and they jumped into the water and had a special day. I love you, kids. I'll see you this summer at the lake. To the other kids out there, I hope you enjoyed the story. Lots of love, Kristine.